Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of the latest episode of Rick and Morty Nomortland. Let me see. Wrong there. Nomortland, yeah. Really weird one. So, I overall enjoyed this episode. Not to like the great heights of certain kind of other Rick and Morty ones, but I think that this was a solid Jerry one, and just a solid one in general to explore Jerry's kind of relationship with the family and doing it in a very Jerry centric way. Because we pretty much see the family going about their business and we see this Jerry eating cereal and everything. And everybody's pretty much saying goodbye and kind of going about their kind of business. And the Jerry's like, Beth is asking where her keys are and like, oh shit. But she then is able to find him at the bottom of her purse, and then we see our Jerry that we're following in the Parmesan universe. That makes more sense later as the episode kind of goes on. I was like, what the fuck's up with you? Pretty much figuring out that it's a mooch kind of dude chasing him through the house, getting through, like, alright, what the fuck's kind of going on with this? And he's just a Jerry that's been tooling around different kind of universes, and because of Rick utilizing the portal gun like he has created weakened kind of walls within the multiverse, and creating certain kind of portals that they can go through. This one within the closet, Narnia style, kind of. So they kind of go through, and he kind of just takes them on adventures, kind of like going through what he calls the road and putting stuff on different kind of place. This one calling him like Eagle Man as his kind of little thing. They just kind of go around having some fun. We get checking in with different kind of Ricks and Mortys and different kind of Summers and what they kind of look at. Like the mooch kind of keeps them from on the back kind of end, so that way they don't really interfere too much, and that he has to keep to a certain kind of schedule. And it's like, okay, they miss their pretty much connection to get back to our Jerry's universe, and then he has to kind of utilize like this central kind of station, this bag of holding that a lot of Mortys were trying to utilize, and it kind of created this kind of tunnel effect in this toll road kind of thing. So they have to deal with this like boss Jerry dude who's an asshole and pretty much has dominated his universe's Rick, pretty much getting him addicted to some kind of drug kind of thing, and just pretty much being an asshole. Our Jerry, for some reason, actually is able to kind of like be assertive on his own behalf, but this leads to Boss Jerry getting pissed off at him and pretty much blacklisting them and shunting them back to the Mooch's universe, where we find out that he'd been gone so long that Beth got remarried to someone else, and that all of them have like 5 o'clock shadows, like the Mooch kind of one, and he thought he was underappreciated. And our Jerry pretty much comes to the realization that it's like, nah, he wants to pretty much get back, and he like took his family for granted and doesn't want to pretty much be like this Mooch asshole. So they pretty much go and just kind of blitz through and pretty much try and fight pretty much the boss Jerry to kind of get back into there. They do utilize this Rick to open back up the portal as they kind of get through and are able to get back to our universe. Also killing the boss Jerry as well, or at least pretty much alluding that boss Jerry is dead, because they pretty much cut the rope that's holding the bag of holding, and then it like kind of black holes itself. And we're like, okay, well, let's see how that kind of works out. But Mooch Jerry goes back to his universe. The rest of the family was actively looking for our universe's Jerry, and we had seen that like he had made small talk because of like this naked and alone kind of thing, and that's the stinger at the end that Rick and Jerry are watching it naked, and Beth's like, what the fuck, we use these couches, you assholes, as they're sitting there naked with popcorn watching this dude pretty much drinking yak piss for any kind of excuse. So this was a decent one to explore how Jerry kind of feels within the family dynamic and what happens when he kind of goes on his own kind of adventures in a different kind of way, because normally you would think that Jerry's adventures wouldn't be that interesting. This, him exploring different kind of universes and being kind of an explorer similar to Rick and Morty, them going around, it's kind of cool to see how his take kind of is. He doesn't really do too much, but he just kind of checks out where everything is, see what's kind of going on. Sees a thing that like Rick decided to turn the moon into a disco ball for one of Morty's winter formals, and it's like blasting and ripping through a lot of shit. We see the goat multiverse thing of the family. We see a family where they're just going blah 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 blah, and it's similar to the Groot kind of thing where they just speak in blah, and it's like, okay. I mean, it's mainly focused on exploring how Jerry feels within the family, and also through how the mooch one goes. I do like when you've got different kind of when you actually utilize variants in a different kind of way to actually explore the characters, and I think they did a good job here. Interestingly enough, showing a kind of similar kind of not complete council kind of thing, but at least how these Jerrys are utilizing this road and how it's kind of run in a Jerry kind of way, where Boss Jerry's kind of like the more domineering one, and then utilizing the rest with like bandanas and shit like that. Like, you gave them blindfolds that could actively be utilized as a way to fool your asses. But I don't think it. I think it's mainly showed up our universe Jerry figuring that kind of shit out, where most kind of other Jerrys just wouldn't really think of it. Showcasing his kind of difference, where he's kind of more assertive and kind of actually a little bit more kind of connected with Rick, even though when he attempted to make small talk, Rick's like, what the fuck are you doing? This is really fucking weird. You better eat those fucking dumplings in the fucking freezer, as he's trying to pretty much put in this fucking alien kind of thing in there. So, yeah, it was a nice little exploratory episode. I can understand if you didn't like it, because if you're not into Jerry, this episode really won't be for you. It's not really a laugh out loud kind of one. It's kind of a balance of serious and kind of silliness, but Jerry's kind of silliness, not the kind of over the top that shit can go on with like Rick, Morty, Summer, and Beth. I mean, shit can kind of go a little bit nutty with like the Easter Bunny kind of thing with Jerry, but normally it doesn't go to that kind of extreme kind of levels. And usually other characters are involved in that kind of thing to kind of push it along forward. Jerry is so timid normally that he wouldn't really go on that kind of adventure. But yet here, he's just assertive enough to actually go onto this kind of thing and deal with this asshole. It was interesting to kind of see him like talking with him at the mall and all that kind of shit. But yeah, I enjoyed this one and can't wait to see what other kind of shit goes on. We've got 2 more episodes left. It's been kind of an uneven season for me, but I'm intrigued to see where this will be going next. So those are my opinions on the episode. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.